Good morning, everybody. It's 5:30 a.m. obviously on Thursday the 20th of April, so we're 4 days after the end of Khmer New Year now, and most of the cleanup has been completed, but I've been getting up early all week because it's just been so incredibly hot that if you leave your exercise to any other part of the day, it's likely that you won't do it because it's just so hot. I'm alternating my walks with runs in the morning. Monday and Wednesday I went for a run. Tuesday and today I'm just going for a walk. And today I thought, why not bring you with me and you could have a look around early morning Siem Reap. Here we have electrical vehicle charging station, which is, I believe, just over here. Look at that. Didn't know Siem Reap had one of those. There it is. So I thought I'd go across the river and then north beside the river for a little while because it is so pretty up there. It's a rubbish truck. When I went out walking on Tuesday, I went down into town, sort of around that FCC kind of area, and there was still a heck of a lot of rubbish in the streets. Let's have a look at the river while we're here. There you go. It's busier this morning than it has been the other 3 mornings that I've been out too. Although I did leave it slightly later today because the light was so low that there wouldn't have been much point bringing the camera at 5, so I left at 5:15. So on Saturday this week, Jeremy and I have friends coming over from Australia, and they are the first people who've come to visit us since we've been living in Cambodia. And this is, both times that we were here. So in all the time we've spent in Cambodia, we've never had people visiting from back home. So it would be lovely to see them. They haven't been to Cambodia before. Interesting to see what they think of the place as well. Very good friends of ours. And really exciting to have them coming to stay. But it does mean that, of course, it's going to be lots of eating out and drinking and all those sorts of things. So that makes the morning exercise even more important. So I'm trying to get myself into some sort of routine as much as I can in 4 or 5 days and see how it goes. So we're looking forward very much to hosting them, showing them around, showing them our favourite places to eat, to drink, going out to the temples, all those sorts of things. I just hope that the heat isn't too brutal, although I suspect that it might be because there have been reports that it's going to be 40 degrees in the coming week. But I think you just have to play it sensible when it's this hot. So go out and do everything you need to do as early as you can and get home before the heat of the day really kicks in, and then stay as cool as you can until 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon and go out again. That's what I would advise anyway. It's just too hot to be out and about. Certainly too hot to be walking around looking at temples at midday. It is a bit limiting, but that's when they were able to come, so that's what you have to live with. Few people around. Early mornings in Cambodia are for cleaning, sweeping stuff, getting ready for the day ahead. It's a nice time to be out. And after our friends go back to Australia, we have another week or so, and then we head off to Singapore. Jeremy and I have never actually stayed in Singapore. We've transited there, but we've never actually stayed. This is our first time actually being able to have a look around Singapore. Really looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing the contrast between other Southeast Asian countries and Cambodia, ones that are substantially more developed too. Really looking forward to that as well. Apparently it's a little cooler in Singapore, so that's got to be a bonus. This part of Siem Reap is really lovely. I like it very much. Here's the thing, this is a little barber shop here. There you go. You can ask for the Vanda. Give me the Vanda. Other videos coming up. I thought I might do a video about really cheap apartments. I still have all of the videos from the Bante Chamar trip that we did that I need to edit and get up online. So those will probably come out while we're away in Singapore. So I might have some downtime over there to work on them. We'll see. It's a beautiful area, but there are a lot of watts along the riverside here, and that can bring a lot of noise. So much as it's beautiful to walk around here, you have to be very careful if you're looking at living in this area for that reason. What noise? So I'll cross the river back to the other side now. Yeah, that area on that side of the river that I just came from is called Slokram. That's the Sangkat anyway. And heading back over here, there is a market over this side. I'm not sure how far up the street it is off the top of my head. We'll see. Look at all these footpaths. This is nice. Even does a dog leg around this little garden here. Siem Reap is just so much more walkable now that they've done all this road work and made all of these footpaths. It's absolutely wonderful. It's another thing you see a lot of early in the morning in Siem Reap is cyclists, especially if you go out on Charles de Gaulle, which I usually do to do my run. Big groups of people cycling out to the temples for sunrise. Local people too, I'm not talking about tourists. You do see the odd tourist in a tuk-tuk going out there for sunrise, but usually it's local people who enjoy bicycle riding, which is huge here now. It's a really big pastime for local people. And why not? It's great to see the little early morning bakery, I think. Too early for those places to be open. These are car parking bays here. Pretty incredible. The transformation of Siem Reap is something to behold. if you haven't been since before the pandemic and you come back now, you would just be quite amazed at how different it is. In a good way too. It's been done very sensitively and very sensibly too, I think. Allowing people to walk around more easily like this has got to be a good thing. Yeah, so when I go running on Charles de Gaulle, there's actually a bicycle path that goes all the way along there. So I don't have to be on the road with the traffic, except for when I'm crossing roads, but there's only a couple of those. It's the most easy place to run that I've been able to find in town anyway. Sometimes I go out to the temples and do my run out there, especially if I if I get lazy and don't do it in the morning. There's a lot of shade coverage out there, so a lot of greenery, and it's much easier to run in the afternoons out there. So yeah, if I don't get it done in the morning, I go out to the back, the east gate of Angkor Wat, park there, and then run beside the road in the direction of a Kravan temple. Looks like a breakfast stall is going to set up there. There's another bridge. It's pretty much fully light now, and it's 5:52. Just check my watch. So while it is cool in the mornings, you don't get much of a grace period. If you're not up and about pretty soon after 5, you're going to miss the opportunity. I'm okay with it once I'm out of bed. Not my favourite thing when the alarm goes off, but after that it's okay. What's this? Pumping of water? Sort of algae or whatever it is in the river right now. It's very green. Look at this beautiful old tree. And the way they've made this walkway to go around it, I think that's great. You're nearly back down at the Royal Gardens kind of area now. Good morning, Siem Reap. There's a lot of people doing group exercise to very loud techno music. Here's another truck. Steel in the water. Lots of bridges north of the highway too. You can cross the river at any number of points. Here's where I started with the electrical vehicle charging station. Thanks for joining me on this walk. Thanks for getting out of bed, although you didn't have to. It's been fun. There's is it Raffles, that old hotel? The Victoria's still closed, which is a real shame. There's people over there. They got their music pumping. All right, I'll leave it here. Thanks so much. See you in the next one. Bye.